The context of entrepreneurship. Learning objectives. Discuss the various aspects of today's economy. Explain the legal factors that are part of the context of entrepreneurship. Describe the changing world of work and its impact on entrepreneurship. Discuss the role that social responsibility and ethics play in the context of entrepreneurship. Explain opportunities and their role in entrepreneurship. And describe competitive advantage and explain why it's important. Issues affecting entrepreneurship in action. Characteristics of today's economy. Legal factors. The changing world of work. And social responsibility and ethics. Important characteristics of today's economy. What forces are driving today's economy? What are the implications? And what will it take to be successful in this context? Driving forces of today's economy. The role of information. Technological trends. Globalization. And changing demographics. Driving forces of today's economy. The role of information has set the tone for today's economy. Technological trends. Increasing rate of technological change. Increasing commercialization of innovations. Increasing knowledge intensity. Increasing recognition that advanced information technologies are critical. Globalization. The linking of economies and cultures that fosters a business and competitive situation in which organizations have no national boundaries. Demographics. The vital statistics of a population. For example, gender, age, and income levels. Emerging demographic trends. The world's population is growing geometrically and at a very fast rate. The world's population is getting older and younger at the same time. The world's population continues on the move. Most of the world's economically active live in cities and urban areas. And the division of the world's population is categorized into three broad groups. The division of the world's population, three broad groups. The poor includes individuals with household incomes of less than $700 per year. About 1.1 billion people account for 2% of the world's income. The middle class includes individuals with family incomes of between $700 and $7,500 per year. About 3.5 billion people earn about 33% of the world's income. The consumer class includes individuals with household incomes above $7,500 per year. About 1.1 billion people claim about 64% of the world's income. Implications of the driving forces of today's economy. Continual turbulence and change. Reduced need for physical assets. Vanishing distance. Compressed time. Critical success factors. 4 critical success factors for succeeding in today's economy. The ability to embrace change. The ability to be creative and innovative. Vision and leadership. And total quality culture. Developing your creativity. Relax. Exercise your mind. Determine what you want to do. Look for ways to tackle issues. And look for ways to do things better. Legal factors. Below is the description of the legislation or act and its corresponding purpose. Occupational Safety and Health Act of 1970, and its purpose is to requires employer to provide a working environment free from hazards to health. Consumer Product Safety Act of 1972, sets standards on selected products, requires warning labels, and orders product recalls. Equal Employment Opportunity Act of 1972, forbids discrimination in all areas of employer-employee relations. Americans with Disabilities Act of 1990, prohibits employers from discriminating against individuals with physical or mental disabilities or the chronically ill. Civil Rights Act of 1991, reaffirms and lightens prohibition of discrimination, permits individuals to sue for punitive damages in cases of intentional discrimination. Women's Business Development Act of 1991, assists the development of small business concerns owned and controlled by women through a training program and a loan program that eases access to credit through the Small Business Administration Loan Program. Family and Medical Leave Act 1993, grants 12 weeks of unpaid leave each year to employees for the birth or adoption of a child or the care of the spouse, child, or parent with a serious health condition, covers organizations with 50 or more employees. North America Free Trade Agreement of 1993, created a free trade zone between the United States, Canada, and Mexico. U.S. Economic Espionage Act of 1993, makes theft or misappropriation of trade secrets a federal crime. Electronic Signatures in Global and National Commerce Act of 2000, gives online contracts, those signed by computer, the same legal force as equivalent paper contracts. Social Responsibility and Ethics. Social responsibility. The obligation of organizational decision-makers to act in ways that recognize the interrelatedness of business and society. Stakeholders. Individuals or groups of individuals who have a stake in or are significantly influenced by an organization's actions. Ethics. Involves the rules and principles that define right and wrong decisions. Possible organizational stakeholders. Following are the possible organizational stakeholders: employees, governments, trade associations, customers, communities, political action groups, social action groups, suppliers, stockholders. Environmental opportunities. Opportunities. Positive external trends that provide unique and distinct possibilities for creating value. Sources of opportunity, external context. The unexpected. The incongruous. The process need. Industry and market structures. Demographics. Change in perception. And new knowledge. 5 categories of opportunities. Redesigning product or services. Redifferentiating products or services. Resegmenting the market. Completely reconfiguring the market. And developing breakthrough competitive strengths. Understanding competitive advantage. Competitive advantage. What sets an organization apart, a company's competitive edge. Necessary for long-term success and survival. 3 views on competitive advantage. The Industrial Organization, IO, approach. Resource-based view, RBV. The Guerrilla view.